Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Rebecca. Today's flow is just going to be a fun, creative flow. You're going to want a block. We're going to use it for sure. And in fact, we're going to use it right at the beginning here, coming into a supported hero's pose. You can bring the block the narrow way. I'm going to arrange it the wide way so it's supporting underneath my sits bones. So find some grounded hips, a tall spine. Close down the eyes. We'll just begin with our breath, checking in. I always like to use the breath. First of all, it helps us down-regulate the nervous system. It helps me become more present. It starts to connect me with my body. So notice what the breath is for you. No right or wrong answers. Maybe simply noticing how your breath supports you. Bringing your why to mind, what brought you to your mat today. I know sometimes it can be hard for us to show up. Like we know that we'll feel better once we do the thing, whether it's getting a project done, checking something off of our list or moving our body. So the fact that you've made it this far, just give yourself a little internal high five that you have arrived. If you'd like to move the arms with the breath, begin to draw the arms up on the inhale and relaxing them down along your sides on the exhale. You can do this with the eyes closed or the eyes open. One more. And if the eyes are still closed, gently flutter them open. Cactus arms. Elbows in line with the shoulders, pressing elbow tips forward, tops of the hands back, and then squeeze and hug your shoulder blades towards your spine. Lift your gaze, and then we're going to give ourselves a little hug, right over left or left over right. Inhale, a little back bend, broaden across the chest, and then change the cross of the arms. Tuck your chin to your chest, round through your upper back. Inhale, and switch the cross, exhale. Inhale, switch the cross, exhale. And then we'll rise up to a high kneel. Goalpost cactus arms. And we'll take right underneath left for eagle arms. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, send the hips back. You might even bring them all the way down onto the block. Elbows toward navel, chin towards your chest. And then inhale, rise up. A gentle squeeze of the glutes as the hips press forward and we lift the gaze. Exhale, bring it down. Two more. Inhale and exhale. Rising up to our kneel, keep the eagle arms, extend right leg out to the side and twist to the right. Unwrap the arms, reach left arm forward, right arm back. Left hand's gonna come down in front of us, right arm reaches up, and then exhale, thread. Two more, inhale and exhale. Bringing your shoulders to stack on top of your hips. Option to take a little half camel pose. I put my block on the high setting. Left hand comes on top of that block, and I'm going to send my hips forward, lift through the ribs, reaching right arm back. And release. Coming back to our high kneel. Goalpost arms. This time left arm wraps underneath right. Gentle squeeze of the glutes as we lift up, find a little opening through the front side of the torso, and then contraction, hips go back, maybe bringing them down to the block, elbows to navel, chin to chest. Inhale And exhale. 2 more. High kneel, eagle arms, gate pose with the legs, taking left leg out to the side, and then we're going to twist the torso to the right. Unwrap the arms. Now right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back. Right hand comes down to the floor, twist open, inhale, exhale, thread the needle, reach left arm over to the right. 2 more with the breath. Inhale, exhale. And stack your shoulders on top of your hips. I'm going to take my block and put it on the high setting. Right palm comes onto that block. My hips press forward. My ribs lift. And a little back bend here. And release. Set the block to the top of your mat. Come to all fours. And then tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Pedal out. Deep breaths. Roll forward, plank pose. Bring your knees down, tabletop. Bird dog variation. Right leg is going to extend back. Left hand's kind of come behind the head, elbow tip pressing out to the side. And then elbow to knee. Hug it to center. Inhale. Elbow tip reaches out, leg extends back. 4 more. Last 2. And 1. Now bring those right toes down. So tucking the toes. We're going to reach left arm up toward the sky. Thread the needle. This time we'll hold it. You can bring left shoulder down onto the floor, maybe side of the head, or you can use a block to support you. Unthread left arm. Hands parallel. We're going to lift right leg, bending the knee, draw right knee behind left. Gomukhasana, child's pose. 3 deep breaths. Right leg lifts, step it forward and wide for a runner's lunge variation. Press the hips forward and down, roll the shoulders back, and then half splits. Straighten right leg, press the hips back. Inhale to runners. Exhale, half splits. For 3, 2, 1, hold half splits. Send the hips forward, step left foot wide, malasana, squat. You could use your block here to support underneath your hips. Hips grounded, top of the head lifting away from the floor. And fold forward, heel toe your feet to center. Take your block, low, medium, or high setting. We're going to place left hand on the block, bending left knee, right arm reaches up toward the sky. Twist. And then right palm comes down, right knee bends, left arm reaches. And unwind through center, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, down dog. Roll forward, plank to table, And we'll take that last sequence on the other side. Bird dog variation, left leg lifts, right hand behind the head, elbow tip presses out to the side. Core is engaged, so lift your navel toward your spine. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhale for the contraction. Inhale for that leg reaching back and the elbow tip pressing out. For 3, 2, 1. Bring left toes down onto the mat, heel lifted, reach right arm up toward the sky, thread the needle. Take that right side of your face down toward the floor, right shoulder. Breathe. Draw that right arm out. Hands parallel. We're going to lift left leg, bend the knee, draw it behind right, Gomukhasana, child's pose. Press the hips back toward the heels. Another variation would simply to be take child's pose without crossing the legs or stay in tabletop. Always remember that more is not better and that you're taking care of yourself. Rise up through tabletop, lift left leg, step it wide and forward, hips forward and down, shoulders roll back. And exhale, half splits, hips press back, left leg straightens. Inhale to bring it forward, and exhale to take it back. For 3, 2, 1. Let's hold the half splits. Hips come forward, step right foot forward, Malasana. Again, squatting at the top of the mat, 3 deep breaths. Maybe using the block to support the hips. And release, fold forward, heel toe your feet to center. Left knee bends, left palm plants, right arm reaches, twist. And take it to the other side. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Plank pose, bringing your shoulders out over your wrists, tailbone slightly tucked, and then shift the weight forward, gaze forward, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, to up dog or cobra, and press back, down dog. Right leg lifts, right knee to nose, right foot to right thumb tip, Anjaneyasana, arms rise, spine is nice and long. Bring the hips forward, press them down, goalpost arms. And then lifting the hips up, lengthen the spine, arms reach. Exhale, lunge, goalpost arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, hold it high here. Right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forward, lunge twist. Bring your hands down to frame right foot, pyramid pose. Send your hips high. I like to think of my feet on train tracks here or skis. So my left foot's a little bit wider. So I've got room for the hips. The foundation is strong. And then step left foot forward to meet right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach your arms overhead. Goalpost arms, little back bend here. Neutral spine. Right arm wraps underneath left. Keep your elbows lifted. Eagle arms, Utkatasana. Bend the knees, send the hips back and down. Keep your spine nice and long. Tuck your tailbone. Option to play with the little divers, lifting the heels, coming onto your toes. An opportunity to come down into a little toe squat with eagle arms. Unwrap the arms, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back plank. Move through a flow here if you'd like. Chaturanga to knees, chest, chin. Up dog cobra. Feel free to skip this, and we'll meet back in downward facing. Right leg lifts high. Right knee to nose, right foot to right, or left knee to nose, and then left foot to left thumb tip. Right knee comes down. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hips come forward and down as we goalpost arms. Inhale, hips lift, spine lengthens. 2 more. Exhale for the back bend. Inhale for the extension. Exhale. Inhale, hold it high. Left arm reaches back, right arm reaches forward for an open twist. Hands frame left foot. Send your hips high, pyramid pose. Widening your stance or shortening your stance as you soften out over left leg. So this is essentially our half splits. We're just taking it further from the floor. And step right foot forward to meet left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Goal post arms. Eagle wrap, left underneath right this time around. Bend your knees, send your hips back and down. Utkatasana with eagle arms. Option to play with a little balance here, lifting the heels, coming onto your toes. And then dropping the hips down towards your heels for a toe squat with eagle arms. Unwrap the arms, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, down dog. Feel free to take a little flow. Some push-ups on your way if you'd like. Right leg lifts high. Right knee to nose. Right foot to right thumb tip. Inhale, rise, high crescent lunge. Send the hips down toward the floor, sink into that right leg. And then play with lifting that left heel as high as you can, really playing with toe flexion on the left foot. High twist to the right. Right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Exalted warrior, right hand to left hamstring, and then left arm reaches up and over. And then we're going to come forward. We're going to use our block for this. We are going to bring the block underneath left hand, left leg lifted. So this is our bird dog variation, but we're taking it further from the floor. Right hand comes behind the head, elbow tip pressing out, and then elbow to knee. And extend the leg back, elbow out to the side, elbow to knee. For 3, 2, 1, standing splits. So hands could come onto the block or the floor. You can do whatever setting for the block feels just right for you. And then a little standing Gomukhasana, also known as Shiva squat, bringing that right knee behind left, sending the hips back, bending at the knees, and maybe you float the hands. Standing splits to half moon. Block underneath right hand or to the floor. Squeeze right glute as you stack left hip on top. Maybe you'll have more success not falling out of it. And then lifting your top arm and letting that energy flow out in all directions. Hands, feet, top of the head. Get active through that left foot. Inhale and exhale. Big step back, warrior two. Reverse triangle. Float left arm across your abdomen, and then left arm comes underneath right. Goddess stance with eagle arms. One round here, inhale to lift, a little back bend, and then exhale, curl and round. Extended side angle to the back of your mat, turning left toes to the back. Left shoulder draws away from your ear, right arm reaches up and over. Inhale, rise, reverse warrior, or reverse triangle. We're gonna come to a little A shape here in the center. Hands together up top, toes out, heels in. And then shift everything forward, feet, hips, arm, pyramid pose, top of the mat. Bring the weight forward into right foot, one-legged Tadasana, sweeping left leg through. Left leg crosses over right, left arm underneath right, Garudasana, eagle pose. 3 deep breaths. Imagine sliding your back down a wall. So try to stay as upright as possible. Keeping those elbows lifting. And then unwrap the top leg, crescent lunge with eagle arms. And then high twist to the right. One last balancing posture here if you would like. Revolved half moon. Weight comes forward into that right foot. Left hand comes down to the floor block. Right arm reaches up and we twist to the right. Forward fold. Plant the hands, plank. Move through a flow. Or simply press back to downward facing dog. Second side. Left leg lifts up toward the ceiling. And then knee to nose, step it forward. High crescent. Drop down into that left leg. Let the hips drop down toward the floor. High twist to the left. Left arm reaches back, right arm reaches forward. Exalted warrior, left hand to right hamstring, right arm reaches up and over. Bringing the arms through center. So here's our standing bird dog variation. Right leg lifts. Right hand underneath the block, low, medium, or high setting. I'm gonna put mine on high, left hand behind the head, and elbow to knee. And take it back. Elbow to knee. For 3, 2, 1. Standing splits. Maybe you still are using that block. Dropping the outside of right pelvis down toward the floor, spiraling right inner thigh up toward the ceiling. Transition to half moon pose. Pressing into the floor block with left hand. Squeeze left glute as you work on stacking that right hip on top of left. And then we get energized out through our hands, our feet, the top of our head. Big step back, warrior two. Dropping into that left leg, hips drop down. Reverse triangle. And float right arm across your lower abdomen. And then right arm comes underneath left eagle arms, goddess stance, toes out, heels in. One time, little back bend, and then curl and fold forward, chin to chest. elbows to navel. And then we unwrap it, extended side angle to the back of our mats. Reverse triangle. Our A shape, palms coming together, toes out, heels in. And then beginning with the feet, we pivot them forward, hips pivot forward, shoulders, pyramid pose. Top of the mat. And we're going to inhale, press into left foot, one-legged Tadasana, right leg lifts. Right leg crosses over left, right arm underneath left. Eagle pose. Imagine a wall behind your back, and you are sliding your back down that wall, trying to stay as upright as possible as the hips go down, the knee bends, and the elbow tips are lifting up towards shoulder height. Keep breathing. Feel into that wrap along the midline, from the front to the back. Unwrap right leg, step it back, high crescent with eagle arms. Pressing into right toes, that right heel is lifting off the floor. Unwrap the arms, twist open to the left. Could stay right here, or our final balance for today's practice, bringing the weight forward into left foot, right hand coming down to the floor or a block, revolved half moon. Step right foot forward to meet left. Coming down into a little toe squat. Option for gargoyle here. Teeing out the arms and then drawing your chin towards your chest. Staying in this tight little ball. And then arms reach forward, hips press back, and come onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Cross right leg over left. Grab a hold of your feet or ankles. We're going to take our crossed legs into a twist. So keeping them crossed, bring that left foot down, scoop your hips over a few inches to the right, knees drop over to the right. Drop right shoulder blade down toward the floor, gaze to the right. Bring your legs back to center, change the cross, left over right. Maybe grabbing a hold of those feet or ankles, drawing them toward your hips. Release ankles, right foot comes down, scoot your hips over a few inches to the left as the knees drop to the right. Then press and drop that left shoulder down toward the floor as the knees drop to the right. Maybe you take the gaze to the left as well. And bring it back to center, uncross the legs. And if you would like, sleeping butterfly. This is our final resting pose. So if you would like sleeping butterfly or find another comfortable resting pose, maybe a more traditional Shavasana shape, I'm bringing one hand to heart, one hand to belly. And tap into that internal rhythm. Start to drop your awareness below the surface of the skin. And if you're in butterfly, hands to the outsides of the knees, drawing them back to center. They're pressing to your side or rolling up through a seat. And bringing hands to heart center. So thanks so much for joining me for this practice. Thank yourself for showing up and doing the practice. Hari Om Tat Sat.